That's incredible.
The last several races hasn't shown good showings from the NexGen car, so the Cup Series field heads to Kansas Speedway, in which many fans hope for the track to deliver another exciting race. Picking up from where they left off last spring, Larson and Buescher lead the field to the green flag. Allmendinger would curse out ECR engines just a few laps in. The race would remain uneventful as the first round of pit stops began. Herbst and Ty Dillon would run alternate strategies as they went along. And we have an issue for our points leader. Byron suffers a flat tire and spins out into pit road, but despite this, the race remains green. As the end of the stage nears, drivers are suffering worn-out tires, but Larson manages to keep it clean and win the first stage. He'd lead the field into the second stage, and while the field fights for position, Larson sails away. Second round of green flag pit stops would come with no incident between the start of the second stage and the start of the cycle. Larson eclipses 10,000 laps led. And despite a closing Elliott, Larson wins the second stage. Thanks to an excellent pit stop, Elliott beats Larson out of pit road to lead the field into the final stage. But coming through is Keselowski. Started 36 for crying out loud, and here he is having a great run.
Caution's out. Start creeping low here. Come on down. Blue tire.
I don't even know what to say anymore for this team. It's as if the racing gods can't allow him to have a top 5 run this season. Well, in this round of pit stops, Hamlin goes to the garage, Elliott loses positions with a slow pit stop, and Larson leads the field into the restart. Hello? Oh no.
The wall. Here we go.
22 didn't get going very well, but they're back.
Got squeezed up and in.
Wallace. Bubba Wallace.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way... Okay, are we good? You done wrecking? Okay. 48 laps remain in the race, and Larson once again sails away with the lead. No one is able to challenge for him, and the rest of the field battles for positions mid-pack. Blaney starts to climb the leaderboard, but even with a failing tire on the 5, it would not be enough. Kyle Larson wins the Advent Health 400 in dominating fashion, leading over 200 laps to set a new record. Kansas did not bring the excitement that many fans had hoped for. Much like Bristol, the 5 camp put together a race they wanted to achieve. For the first time in a long time, we have a new points leader. Larson takes that spot as Byron falls to second. Blaney enters the top 5 as Hamlin drops to 7th. Stenhouse Jr. and Preece are now separated by 7 points for the final playoff spot. Barry's 6th place effort propels him back into the top 20, but not the top 16. Nemechek also enters the top 20 with a 10th place effort. Allmendinger loses the most spots, going from 19th to 25th in the points. Gibbs also returns to a slump as he drops to 26th. Outside the top 30, Herbst passes Keselowski in the points. One can only imagine where Keselowski could have been had he finished in the top 5 or 1. Harrison Burton returns to the Cup Series for a one-off in the All-Star race. He'll be driving the 51 car for Brickware Racing. Denny Hamlin has also given his thoughts on the All-Star race's format. The format features a promoter's caution flag that is to be woven partway through the event. Hamlin thinks that the format is okay. And wrapping up the news section is the probability of Dodge's return to NASCAR. A photo had surfaced online of the potential return of GMS Racing. Rumor has it the team will lead Dodge's return with Spencer Gallagher behind the wheel. Whether it's official or not is to be counted on official releases. For the 3rd year in a row, North Wilkesboro Speedway hosts the All-Star Race. A revamp of a classic track, this race is for bragging rights as the exhibition race will not award points. Last year, it was Logano winning the race, though that wasn't the only memorable thing. Considering how these races have been for the NexGen car the past few weeks, I think we might not get an action-packed race. We may have revived the Speedway, but not the action from the 80s and 90s. And that's all for this episode. Can the NexGen car be improved after witnessing these last few races? If we can follow the steps taken to improve the COT, then there may be a chance. Whether it's a great chance or a snowball's chance in hell remains to be seen. See you next week.
To give them every opportunity to get him back out on the racetrack. And that's a lot better than if they have to pick him up, in which case they would have to tow him to the garage area.